Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Psychology Everyday, day 184. Today, we are destroying procrastination and laziness by quantifying time, planning, and counting to win the game of life. This is something known as value coaching and something that I do, and I will offer to do this for other people soon. So basically, your time is worth so much more than you might even realize. A couple of years ago, sort of like, I don't know, 8, Jordan Peterson talked about how your time, even as a student or a teen, is worth sort of $50 an hour. And basically, inflation is a thing. And nowadays, your time, if you are sort of in the modern world, is worth about $80 an hour or up to 100. Now, of course, this depends upon your skill level, your education, and other various things, which is what we're going to talk about. Having a normal job in Sweden post-tax will give you about $15 an hour. Pre-tax, it's a lot more, but our government really likes to take all of our money. And when you work as a contractor, you are able to sort of bill companies and private persons at a rate between $40 and $120 an hour. And this, of course, shows what your time is really worth and how much companies make of you each hour. Then, if you learn things, you of course will increase your sort of value. If you renovate your home, you will increase the value of your home. And even if you are not going to sell it, the value will still increase and you will enjoy your home more. Working out is worth like $20 an hour. If you improve your health, you will increase the value of your life as well as a practical and concrete reduction of sort of health costs later in life. Cleaning is worth what it would cost for you to pay another person to do it. For me, doing YouTube in the future, if I keep doing it, if, eventually it will start paying me money, which it does absolutely not do at this point, might be worth something like $100 an hour. And then what you do is you sort of make your week and fill it up with as much value building as you can manage. So let's see. For me, editing podcasts for 1 hour is worth like $100. Cleaning, $15 an hour. If I fix my staircase, which will take about 8 hours, that is worth about $500. That is what the realtor told me, because it is the first thing that you see when you come into the house. Shooting a podcast, future value. Making shorts, future value. Finishing stonework, also renovation for increasing the value of the house as I am selling it. For me, learning about YouTube is of course valuable. Studying courses at the university, for me, is worth $100 an hour. Working out is not worth so much for me because I am already quite fit. The less fit you are, the more it is worth working out. Studying other things is also not super worth for me, but if you are a person that doesn't know a whole lot, don't have a lot of skills, then studying and learning about things like how to renovate, how to make money, can be extremely beneficial. And then for me, I have the travel to university, which is a minus. And if you add all of this up, you get this. So traveling for 6 hours is costs me $75. making shorts, studying courses for 8 hours is actually, no, that's category 8, sorry. Studying courses for 30 hours is actually worth $3,000. And if you add it all up, you get 63 hours and it's worth $5,305. Now, you might think that this is too high, studying courses at the university. And I want to tell you first and foremost that I guesstimated $100 an hour. And then I was like, oh, people are going to say this is too high. There's no way you make a future value of $3,000 per week by just studying at the university. And that is why I made this. I started studying at age 29 in 2022. The previous post-tax salary was $2,000 a month or 20,000 Swedish kroners. It takes me 6 years to study. I'm done in 2028. This means, of course, a lost income of 72 months times $2,000, $144,000. But I will get a new post-tax salary of $4,000 a month after university. I will graduate at age 35 and probably, maybe, I don't know, retire at 65. That makes it 30 years from 35 to 65, which is 360 months. Of course, $4,000 a month is $2,000 more than $2,000 a month. This increase of $2,000 a month for 360 months is $720,000. Now, I forgot to subtract 144 from 720, but I also didn't really lose all of this income because of student grant and working part-time. So 6 years of studying is 72 months. That means that this gain divided by 72 months is a gain of $10,000 per month. And how much do I study each month? About 100 hours. So something like 20 to 25 hours per week. If you divide $10,000 with 100 hours, you get $100 per hour. And that is not counting sort of the interest. Everyone knows that more money equals even more money because you have sort of set bills and living expenses, and adding sort of $1,000 or $2,000 to your income actually means a lot more than you might think. Because if you can even put $1,000 of these 4,000 into some sort of global index fund, then this number will increase by a lot. A lot. So, it's not very difficult to stop procrastinating and stop being lazy when you realize that studying your course nets you $100 per hour. Soon, or rather when I get 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to start doing value coaching for people. It will be very cheap, and I will help you sort of figure out the values of your time and what you can do to sort of vastly improve your life and your situation. Until then, just realize that stacking sort of value production in your everyday life and cutting out the stuff that doesn't um, generate value or even subtract from it will make just an insane difference over just a few months or years. Because as I have explained in different video, and it's sort of, you really should sort of watch all of my video, not only so that I get views, but so that you understand different kinds of models, because you have this sort of atrophy hypertrophy model, the costs and gains of living. And you have to realize that in order to sort of get out of this hamster wheel that we all know and understand what that is all about, you have to create a surplus of value. If you gain $2,000 a month and you spend $2,000 a month, you will forever be stuck in that situation. And you don't actually have to make more money off your job, but you can generate value in knowledge, in fitness, in improving your home, in doing a bunch of other things that will then sort of pay off later. And improving your, you should sort of go for the low hanging fruit at first. Any improvement of your fitness, if you are out of shape, is just so insanely much more worth than is even quantifiable, because that will give you sort of stamina and endurance as well as discipline that will help you so much in all other aspects of life. If I didn't work out so much, I would not be able to do so many things in a day, like studying and then doing quite heavy renovations. If you don't know so much, then reading books like Atomic Habits, um, Mindset, I do believe it's called, The Art of War, and taking the time to try and understand how reality works, how money works, this is just so exponential and potent in improving your life that I can't really explain it well. So you have to just trust me on this. And if you do trust me on it, then you will gain so much that you think, you won't even believe it. And these are not even my books, right? I'm not trying to sell you anything by recommending sort of The Art of War and Atomic Habits. Anyway, have a fantastic day, everyone, and stay tuned, because tomorrow we are celebrating 6 months with a life update and an announcement. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow.